Hi guys, Dave in Texas here, and what you're looking at is a nice little Fender Starcaster. Okay? Very cool little guitar. It's got locking tuners on it, right? Nice neck on the back of this thing. Nice little properly set up trim on it, and string of the everything's in the right place where it belongs. And I'm just going to do a setup on this for the guy. That's all he wants to do is set up. Okay? So hang in there, guys, while I get these strings off. And what I'll do is put on these slinkies he wants on there to replace it. So we'll go from there. So hang in there, guys. Of course, this one has locking tuners on it, so I'm going to flip this thing over for you very gently. And just get those off there. Just undo these. And he's got them single into the tuners themselves, and you see them just pop right out under pressure. And I really don't like doing that, but what I can do is set this up like it normally is done, even with locking tuners, and give a twist to them. Therein lies the rub. Okay, I don't know this guy that well. If I do it, do exactly the way he has it, maybe be not what he wants anymore. For all I know. So what I'm gonna do is set this up like you would his other guitar. I put some wraps on the strings just to be safe, because you can always go back and cut them free. Cut them off the tuner themselves and make them just a single end to the guitar. But in the meantime, I don't feel comfortable doing that with his strings. They're not cheap, obviously. So what I'm going to do is get these off of there, and maybe loosen this E string up more in the nut, and the lock. Well, that came off. But you can see he only put one single, not even a full turn on this thing. And that kind of concerns me, because maybe that's what he's used to playing with. I'm not sure. I just don't know. I do know if I cut them and he changed his mind or told me something other than that, replace them exactly as you see them. Oh, there's a loose one too. I gotta tighten that up for him. I gotta make sure to adjust these tuners. I'm kind of in a hurry today. Once his guitar's back, they're kind of at the back of the line when he brought them in, and I'm trying to get these done today for him so he can pick these up. And I'm skipping a lot of people, and I'm sorry guys, I'm taking it right out of the way. Always hard to get my hands in here and do these things for you to see them, see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm getting it done for him today so he can pick them up, because he has to have them back. He's got something going on, I think a gig or show or something, so he needs his guitars back. And I always try to accommodate people, make a living, playing their instruments, compared to other people that just, are backyard players or just do it for fun. But then again, everybody's in line, I try to keep everybody happy and get their guitars out to them as fast as I can. And what happens, usually I'll get 4 or 5 simple setups after somebody's already brought in something really hard to fix. It's got like a broken neck or something, something that takes me a long time to work on, and they were here first. So it's a case of trying to get things done fairly and in a good time. But I don't slack off on these things, even though they're free. I still do the job right and get it done right, and take all the steps to make sure they get a good setup. Now these particular guitars, these two Fenders, they both have been locked down. The bridges are locked down inside the bodies, so I don't think he's going to be playing much dive bombing. They will warble for him as they're set, which I didn't set these, but they're not going to do any dive bombs. And I don't think that's what he's after. Okay, that's that. Now, these backs are open, so all I'll do is go in here and just slide all these things out of here. One's already fallen out. Get these out of the guitar's body. And I want to check something before I put these other strings on to make sure that I'm putting on the right gauge. Now this gauge was, that strings were sitting there inside the guitar on the rack, but you know, for all I know, they could have fallen out or just fallen, and so we put them back on that guitar, this guitar. I don't know. So what I've got to do is take my calipers out and measure the strings that are on here now. If it's a set of 9s that he needs, well, I'll pull out a set of my 9s or a set of his 9s if he has some in his case and go from there. Okie dokie. So let's get these strings out and get them measured. See what gauge they are. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the big one. If it's a 10, it'll be a 46 on the top. What's it, something like oddball type, like a split set? No, I don't think so. Let's see. If it's a 44, it'll be a 9. That's what usually takes place. Alright, let's go to 0. Come on, you little devil. Alright, let's go to 0. Come on, 0 out, damn it. I got a bad battery, guys. I'm sorry. It's popping, hopping all over the place. I gotta do this quick. Oh, God. 0 out for me now. And this is a 46. I don't know if you can see it flashing or not. It's a 46. Okay, so these are 10s. These E strings are with a 46. So that makes, you know, sense. The strings are with it. I guess it came with it all along. So I'll put the 10s back on there for him. Now the other one, I believe it took a 9 set. I can't remember. It's been a while since I did that one. I tried to get it out earlier and I couldn't. I had another case of pressing need for another guy in a band, and he was actually ahead of this guitar with his stuff, so I had to go back to where I was in line and be fair about it. It wasn't a case of being paid or anything, because that was a free setup too. It was a case of he was actually in line first, and at first he didn't need anything quickly done, and then all of a sudden he's got a gig he's got to be at. And I tried to accommodate him and got his guitar back out to him. Gotta get some new batteries for my caliper. Okay, well, we're gonna put these strings in for him, and we're gonna do it the same way we've been doing it on our videos all along. I'm gonna take my little monster here and use it to help string it up, and just put, you know, a couple of twists on these strings just to be safe, and he can cut them later. It's real simple to do. You just unwrap them, cut them, and twist tight on that particular little knob on the back, and you're done. You know, it's very, very simple. Sorry guys, let me get this up here. You can see it, and I can get this in the guitar. And the best way is kind of just give it a little swirl, and you'll finally get it in. Alright, they're in. Okay, and right at the moment what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to put these through the holes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let them sit there in the body of the guitar. I'll put it all in first, then go back and change the camera angle so you can see me put them on the head itself. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do. But we're working with a fixed bridge, so it's not going to cause any problems. It won't hurt the strings, won't hurt the guitar. It just makes it easier for you to see what I'm doing. We're going to be switching back and forth and back and forth, and taking forever to do it. I need to get this thing strung up, set up, and done pretty fast. He'll be here at 3 to pick this up. And it's always in the way of my hands or the guitar or something on the tripod. And it always makes for a lot of pain in the buttski trying to set these guitars up. And I mean pain in the buttskis. And one of these days I'll be able to see in the dark and see these darn black tuners to figure out where the hell the hole is. Oh, they just put some hair around these things. I can see them. I can find that hole. Come on, baby. I think that's you, isn't it? That thing's yeah, the darn locking mechanism was stuck up in the up position, so I had to push that down with the string. Oh, what a pain, what a pain. Okay. Last string in is a 10. We'll get this set up pretty quickly. Can you still see? Yes, you can. And I always leave the string, the high E string, in the guitar strings, giving the guitars back to everybody. Zoom in a little bit so you can see a little better. Of course, now I can't see what the heck's going on and if I'm in frame or not. I have to keep looking to make sure I haven't twisted anything or moved anything. And I'm still there. So far, so good. Okay? Now, see if I can do it. I've never done this before. Give it a shot. Make sure I pull up on that. Yep, see, there was something kinky about that. Wow, this thing is tied in there. All right. String wasn't all the way into the hole in the back of the body. Make sure all the other strings stay out of my way. And we're just going to take this up once. Up the 1.5 tuners up. Back it up and wrap it right like that. And hopefully y'all saw that. I can't remove my hands, that's all there's to it. Okay, and keep the other string, keep the string down below the others, or it's below the wrap, around this whisker here. And tighten it with my left hand. Let's try it that way. And you still see it, okay. It should go around about 1.5 times, 2 at the most, like that. And that's really low. Okay, so let's go with the next one. Let's do this first. Let's go ahead and clip this as we tighten it. We'll come back later. Well, there's something going on with that one. Okay, that's a little messy. I have to figure that out here when we get back behind it. Goes out of the way. Let's tighten up this next one. Make sure it's all the way up in there. Yep, there we go. All these others out of the way. Bring it up 1.5. Bring it back down. Come on, baby. What the? Bring it back down again. Wrap it over like that. Tighten it up. I'll make sure to keep it tight, and the top loop above loose following it. And I'm going up with another 2 wrap on that, just to be safe. I think that's the best way to do it for now for him. I'm concerned about that one tightener on his E string is not working right. I may have to push that in further into the mechanism, but we'll see. And I'm going to go ahead and clip these, get these out of the way with my little clippers. And I'll leave the same amount on these, on the whiskers, I did on his other guitar right at the bend, so that he can make his choice later on about what he wants to do. There's plenty of string there, so he can make adjustments and change them to a different setup on his strings. Okay, so now we're going in and under the little trees on the guitar. Got 2 of them. Make sure I've got this thing. It's out of the way. I'm thinking this is probably not the best way to do this, but you get to see what I'm doing. Let's back it up. Oh God, I'm back, damn it. Back it up. Okay, shoot. Now, any problem with the string, I got plenty of my own slinkies and tins to replace it with, so no problem there if something happens. But it's caught that loop, so there's no problem. Okie dokie. 3 more to go, get this thing done. Let me start actually working on it. Let's get past these string issues. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and do this one more time. Oil up his fretboard. One more time. That sat for a couple days in the dry temperature. So let's get one more shot. Of course you can see it's perfectly clean because I've done this twice before already on this guitar. Junk off there. And we've already polished up the frets as much as they're going to polish up. So, next thing to do is get this thing in tune, keep it in tune. Then make all the adjustments on the intonation as well as the height of the pickups. Then polish it up and have it in the stand waiting for him to pick it up. Makes sense? Yes, it does. So we're back on the Starcaster. We got it tuned up. I was checking the action on this guitar and the relief, and it's just perfect. I mean, the intonation is spot on as it sits. This guitar was it seems like it was set up before it even got here. I mean, somebody did a really good job of this. Either they had to take real good care of their guitar or one or the other, but I can't do a lot to this guitar. It's already been done. This is what you want to work on, guys. Somebody that sets his own guitar up and brings it in. 3 and 4. I mean, guys, this thing is set up perfectly. 464s, 364s. I mean, and the relief on that's just perfect. Just that tiny bit, just not hardly a hair's. But there's no fret bust whatsoever on this guitar. Now, has it been set up recently? Maybe he sets his own guitars up. Just wanted to check, see what else could be done. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna plug it in and play it, make sure everything's working. You know, that in that regard. I still want to check the pickup heights. Maybe I need to adjust those for him. I'm not really sure, but man, oh man, this thing is almost perfect as it sits. I don't know what else to do to it. But it's got a new set of strings on it. It's tuned up. It's intonated. Let's check it out. And the last step is to clean it up and put it on the rack. Wait for him to pick it up and play it. So hang in there, guys. Okay, this is a Starcaster. Let's take a listen. Perfect. I mean, this thing is perfect as it sits, which makes my life really easy. Very loud, very proud. Nothing wrong with this guitar at all. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. I don't know. There's coil tap on this. Can't hear it. There's a little switch down here, like a little flipper switch. I thought that would coil tap the humbucker in it, but yeah, it does. Okay. So we got full on tap. So anyway, last thing to do really on this is check the heights of his pickups. Sorry guys. Check the heights of all three of his pickups. Make sure those are good. Just looking at them, I'm pretty sure they're too close to the strings, which kind of dulls the tone down to them. Doesn't let them sing like they should. Anyway, I'll show you how to set the Fender up, right, with the non-magnetic tool. So hang in there, guys. I'll set up his pickups and then polish her up and hand them back. Okay, well, I'm a little perplexed. This guitar is pretty much set up already. Well, I get it. So I'm going to go through and see if I can check his pickup, see what kind of shape those are in. Yeah, those are just way too close. What you do is you press on the last fret and see if you can clear it. What's odd is that the low fret's fine. The high E's fine. It's clearance. Just need to lower the E on this. Anyway, it's odd that these pickups would be out of position and not actually under the right spot. Yeah, that's too high. The pickups are in the wrong spot. They're not under each string like they should. It's got the wrong spreads. Wrong. Wow, that's way too small. That one's way too close. It's below it. Let's check the other one, the humbucker, and see what we come up with it. I'm not sure about it either. Nope, it's just too high. Yep. I hope you can see this, guys. Go next and see how the high E is. It's just too high as well. Yeah, it's too high. All pickups this needs to be lowered completely. These just on the low side. And I think these are, with the exception of the humbucker, I think these are set. I don't know if you actually adjust these or not. It doesn't look like you can. It's got the wrong type of screws in there. It looks like they're just in there. So all I'll do is just take a real quick test on these other ones and see what happens, if I can actually move them or not. But I'll see if I can adjust the humbucker and get it to go down lower once I get the right driver for it. But you know, it doesn't really surprise me that much that these guitars are so well set up. The guy reminds me of a pro, not only in his choice of guitars, but how well he took care of them, as well as his, the stuff in his case. Kind of says, this guy's a pro. Kind of lends you to believe that, or think that. There we go. That's plenty right there. Switch to the other one for the Fender. Come on, baby. That's more enough for that. Okay, let's see if we can adjust the low side on these. If they'll be adjusted. Yeah, they will. Okay, let's lower that. Let's check it. See if we need any more. Where is we? Right there. Yeah, I still need to come down. Where it belongs. But actually, guys, this is the only adjustment I've done really to this guitar. The neck's in perfect, a little bit more. The neck's in perfect position and shape. Hey, I love to set these kind of guitars up. There's nothing to be done to them. Hold on, let's get this right. Yeah, that's got to come down. It's actually above. Uh-oh. that's going to be a problem. That's as much adjustment as that can go. So let's see what we're going to do with this one. Get it adjusted down where it belongs. The high E on the other one's fine. Low E on this one is just too close. There we go, clearance on both those. So those are fine now. Those pickups are properly adjusted. We'll turn it on, we'll turn it on and tune it up again one more time, and then we'll go to the cleanup and go from there. So hang in there, guys. All right, this is the Starcaster with the pickup's been adjusted. Oh, much better, much. Especially on that front pickup, yeah. More distinct, you know. You get these pickups properly adjusted on a guitar, makes all the difference. Okay, so there it is, guys. So next step, guys. Next step, guys, is to clean it up and put it in the rack. We'll polish it up, make it nice and shiny, clean, good smelling, and let him know both his guitars are ready. So, any questions about this or anything else, Dave in Texas. Bye.